Olivia Newton-John, your family are not in showbiz. Your father is a doctor and your grandfather was a Nobel Prize winner, a physicist.
Physicist, yeah.
Yes. What did lead you into showbiz?
I don't know, it just kind of happened. I loved singing, and I went into a talent contest when I was about 15, and I won the contest. And my sister was very encouraging because she had left school and become an actress. And actually my father had a wonderful singing voice, and he opted to be a professor, but he could have been a singer too. So it was in the blood, I guess, in my genes.
He's the kind that takes the line of least resistance. In this situation, Cupid needs assistance. Yeah. I can tell you this in confidence. You should learn a little self-defense.
And the only reason I really left Australia was because if you had to be a success at that time, you had to leave, because America and England were the places to have success. Australia, you couldn't have a big success in.
There is no limit on love at all. It can always get better the deeper you fall. I'm sure without that love we won't survive. So come on and show it. Let's keep it alive. And we'll be making a good thing better. But this love is gonna last forever. You'll see. Making a good thing better. That's the way we're gonna stay together. You and me.
Then you moved from Australia to England and met Cliff Richards, and he became kind of a nester to you. What happened over there?
I had the same manager. I was lucky enough to get the same manager as Cliff, Peter Gormley, and Cliff was looking for someone to sing a duet with, so he kind of auditioned me, so to speak. But even before that happened, I did backups for him on the road with Pat Farah, who is, we used to sing together as a duet anyway, so we sang backups behind Cliff, and then I eventually got to sing like one song on my own, and then I recorded a duet with Cliff, and it kind of evolved from that.
At me, can't you tell? I'd be so thrilled to see the message in your eyes.
You make it seem I'm so close to my dream, then suddenly it's all there. Suddenly, the wheels are in motion, and I'm ready to sail any ocean.
When John Farrar wrote a song for Xanadu called Suddenly, the perfect person for it was Cliff. So it was nice for me to be able to say, hey, would you like to sing with me on my movie? Instead of singing with him on his show. So it was nice to reciprocate, and we still enjoy singing that.
Suddenly, I don't need the answers, 'cause I'm ready to take all my chances with you.
But when we were in England, John Farrar joined the Shadows. Bruce and Hank wanted to form a new group,
Yes.
so they became Marvin Welsh and Farrar. And John was an old friend of mine, and he married my friend Pat, who'd been my singing partner, so it was very much a family affair. And they came to America, and John continued to record me. John Farrar and Bruce Welsh had recorded my first 2 hit singles, and then John moved to America and continued from then.
Peculiar enough, when you came to America, your first very big hit, Let Me Be There, was kind of a country-flavored song,
Yes,
and you
it
won a
was.
Grammy for that.
Yeah.
But it was an English song, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was written by John Rostel, who
Yes.
was one of the Shadows, and I didn't really know that there was a difference between country music and any other kind of music, and when I won a Grammy, I was in shock as well. And the country people weren't very happy about that at the time, because they felt that some person other than a local Nashville person had taken their award away. But they're all right with me now.
Let me be there in your morning. Let me be there in your night. Let me change whatever's wrong and make it right. Let me take
movie parts in the 70s, Grease, Xanadu, very big teenage appealing films. What made them so appealing at that time, do you think?
I think the music was it was great music. John Farrell wrote the hits from that, and Grease was a known success anyway. It had been running on stage for a long time. And I think the fact that it was 50s, people love that 50s era. It has a very romantic feel to it. And the film was made with a lot of fun. I think it had a lot of fun to it, and people just enjoyed it. I think it was just, people kept going back and back because it was so much fun.
Sandy?
Tell me about it, Stud.
Well, I remember making it, really, rather than the film itself, was the fun we had doing it. We had a great time. It was like being back at school.
I got chills, they're multiplying, and I'm losing control, 'cause the power you're supplying, it's electrifying.
You better shape up, 'cause I need a man, and my heart is set on you. You better shape up, you better understand. To my heart I must be true.
Nothing left for me to do. You're the one that I want. You are the one I want. Honey, the one that I want. You are the one I want. Honey, the one that I want. You are the one I want. The one I need. Oh yes indeed.
If you filled with affection, you're too shy to convey. Meditate my direction. Feel your way.
I better shape up, 'cause you need a man.
Who can keep me satisfied?
I better shape up if I'm gonna prove.
That my faith is justified.
Are you sure? 'Cause I'm sure down deep inside, you're the one that I want. You are the one I want. Honey, the one that I want. You are the one I want. Honey, the one that I want. You are the one I want. The one I need. Oh yes indeed.
If you think back of Xanadu, what do you think of?
Well, I met my husband in Xanadu, so that was that'd be the first thing I thought of, and then I guess the fact that I danced with Gene Kelly, which is a nice thing to be able to tell my grandchildren.
A place where nobody dared to go. The love that we came to know, they call it Xanadu. And now, open your eyes and see what we have made is real. We are in Xanadu. They are for you.
Your very first hit was a Bob Dylan song. Why did you choose that song at the time, if not for you?
I didn't choose it really. My producers and manager thought that would be a hit song for me. So I really had nothing to do with that choice.
Oh, I see.
They just had, were lucky, and it was a good choice.
The day would surely have to break. It would not be new.
Olivia, you have reached what millions are dreaming about, fame and fortune, showbiz and traveling. When you dream about something these days, what is it?
I have my dream. If I have any other dreams, I don't like to talk about them because I think that dispels them. It goes out then, and it's not your secret anymore. So I feel like I'm living my dream. I have a wonderful husband and child, and I have a wonderful life, and I've had a very successful career, and if I keep having hits, that's fantastic, but if I don't, I have the best of what life's about anyway.
There you are, shiny as a morning star. It's a figure of speech, but you're still out of reach. You never told me loving you could be so wrong and right. And it's gonna be a lonely night. I turn to you, you turn away. You're looking at someone else, and here am I, loving you more and more. We gotta spend all my love. Let it be just a state of mind. Suddenly you appear. I'm carried away. I'm carried away to be carried away. I'm carried away to be carried away. I'm carried away.
Which tune do you enjoy to think back of?
Oh, all of them have different memories. They're all different times in my life. They're all different personal memories that I have.
Yes.
I don't know if I could think of one that was...
Don't you have a special
special?
love from that time?
Well, if you force me to pick one.
Yeah, I'll try. I'm trying hard.
I honestly love you, I guess, because it was a beautiful song, and it was a song that I fell in love with when I first heard it, and I think it was the first take when we recorded it. It was just one of those magic songs that I was lucky to find, and that holds a special place in my heart. But they're all important to me.
But this feeling doesn't come along every day, and you shouldn't blow the chance when you've got the chance to say, I love you. I love you.
You're one of the few persons who belongs to 3 parts of the world. Where's your heart?
It's kind of divided, because Australia, I just wrote a song called It's Always Australia for Me, so Australia kind of is where I grew up, and I always feel that I am an Australian. If you ask me what I was, I'd say I was an Australian. But America has been really wonderful to me and has given me all, my biggest opportunities in my career, and has been a very generous country to me. And my husband's American, so I'd have to say I was divided.
There's no place that I'd rather be. Yes, it's always Australia for me.
Talk about moving, we'd have to be very well organised. I guess I have a lot of friends with children who are raising them in Los Angeles, and at the moment that's where we have to be. Idealistically, it's not the place I want to be, but for now it has to be.
You have to believe we are magic. Nothing can stand in our way. You have to believe we are magic. Don't let your head ever stray. And if I am shepherd, destiny will arrive. I'll bring all your dreams alive for you. I'll bring all your dreams alive for you.
You have bought some shops and you are importing Australian goods. What are you doing?
We started out importing everything Australian, toys and books and jewellery and food and everything you can imagine that was Australian. But actually what happened as it's evolved is that we found that the customers wanted something with the name Koala Blue on it. So we started out with T-shirts and sweatshirts and everything, and now we're fully fashion, and we've kind of phased out the imports because we find that koala blue is what people want. So now we're fashion stores, and we have 16 now.
My mouth is dry, my legs are weak. I'm thinking this 'cause I can't speak. I'm looking at you, you're looking at me. You must think that I'm just crazy. If you only knew what you're putting me through, it feels like a heart attack. You're giving me a heart attack. A heart attack. You're giving me a heart attack.
I saw in an interview with Elton John that his opinion is when you have been in showbiz for, let's say, 20 years, you must change your image, you must do something new. Do you feel like that?
I just feel that you should keep changing and evolving anyway, otherwise you'd be boring if you were the same all the time, then you'd be predictable. I think if you're predictable, then you're not any more very interesting. So I think it's nice to keep changing.
I'm way past the point of recovery. You're gonna be the death of me. If you only knew what you're putting me through, it feels like a heart attack. You're giving me a heart attack.
The title tune from your latest album is written by Elton John.
Yes.
Have you ever met him?
Oh yes, he wrote it and produced it, and I've known him for a long time. I asked him to write it for me, so then I rang Bernie Taupin and asked him would he write a lyric, and luckily for me they had the time, and they got together about 2 weeks later and Elton wrote it and then said that he was so excited about the song that he'd like to produce it. So I was very lucky, I got everything.
And
he
where-
played on it, he sang on it and everything.
This is the last time I look across this table and try to face a feeling I don't even recognize. This is a sad hand that reached across and touched you when all we built around us came crashing to the ground. There was a tide turning somewhere deep inside us when all these years together seemed lost behind my tears. Oh, there were good times, but in between the dark days, I felt the pain of room, a whisper in my ear.
It's only recently that you have started to write songs about what you really think, ecology and things like that.
On the physical album, I wrote a song about the dolphins called "The Promise," because I was very concerned about the plight of the dolphin and how they were being slaughtered, actually. And there's such an intelligent species. I feel that we could learn from them. So that was my first experience of it. I don't think I was very confident at writing because John Farrar is such a brilliant writer that he provided me with such great songs. There was no need. When I came to look for songs for this new album, and John was not involved in this album, he was trying to work on something else, I couldn't find the songs I wanted. Basically, that's how it started. So I started to dig out lyrics and things that I'd had and melodies that I had and got together with some friends and wrote the songs that I wanted to write. So that's really what brought it on. It was kind of necessity. But once I started, I loved it.
Let's get physical, physical. I wanna get physical. Let's get into physical. Let me hear your body talk. Body talk. Let me hear your body talk. Let's get physical, physical. I wanna get physical. Let's get into physical. Let me hear your body talk. Body talk. Let me hear your body talk.
Yes?
On the new album, I sing a song about ecology, I sing a song about AIDS, I sing a song about role reversal in marriage where the wife is working, the husband's at home, about single parenting. So I have done that just now.
Just now?
Yes.
Still trying to love you. I still try to care. Still try to hold on with the power of my breath. truth is just a thing of the past.
You have only been in Denmark once or twice, or can you remember anything about Scandinavia, about Denmark?
I can remember it. I was always there when it was cold.
No?
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
I always seem to be there when
That's
it was
a bad
cold.
thing
I'd love
about
to
it.
go there in spring or sometime when it was.
Mhm.
But I remember being on a boat and going from, I don't know what the cities were now, but across a piece of water.
Yes, Malmö to Copenhagen maybe, Sweden to Denmark.
Yeah, that would be right. And Cliff and I were on that boat, and we wrote a song on the boat. I remember that in the sunset. The sunset was behind. It was very nice.
So that's the only memory you have about Scandinavia?
No,
really?
not the only memory, but the most vivid
Yes,
memory.
the most vivid, yeah.
You could smile and lean on me, and we would see our shadows on the ceiling.
If I was close to you, my love, if I was close to you, I wish I was close to you, my love, if I was close to you. We'd sit on your windowsill, or better still, pick flowers from your garden, and I would be content with life, and so polite, excuse me, beg your pardon. If I was close to you, my love, if I was close to you, I wish I was close to you, my love, if I was close to you.
Recently you have made a new video, Can We Talk It Over in Bed? What is that all about? Yeah, well, maybe the title tells everything.
You can interpret it lots of ways. I kind of felt in my position it was, we made the video with my husband actually, kind of how people, when they have very busy lives and you have silly fights usually about things that aren't important, and then you never get a chance to work them out, and the one place that you usually can is at night when you're alone and you're in bed and you can maybe discuss it. That's kind of how I interpreted the song, and we made the video like that. It was fun to work with him.
Harsh words spoken, promises are broken, oaths are open, and love walked out that door. Too proud to make up, you're ready to break up. Too late you wake up, and love walks out that door. Baby, oh sweet baby, I didn't mean a word I said. You know that I love you. Can we talk it over in bed? I never meant to hurt you. I must have